Hi, welcome to Diary 2. I'm eating chips. I do not know, or crisps, whatever. I do not know why I decided to record this at the same time as I was extremely hungry and wanted to eat. Because now I want to talk, but also I really want to eat. Because honestly, I'm starving since I woke up very hungover and I only had like crackers. So yeah, maybe did I mention being sober in the last video? Because clearly that's a lie. Uh, I'm gonna drink less, which was also a lie yesterday. I was doing really well because we had like drinks at school. Well, pop goes at school. Didn't drink anything there. Then we went to the usual spot. Afterwards, I checked the bar. Such a chill space, love it there. They had a cocktail of the day. People were saying like, "Oh, it's a cocktail." I was like, you know what? That sounds nice. It's only $8.50. Yeah, let's sure. Which it's a bit expensive, but whatever. Oh my god. Oh my god. Inflation has messed up my brain because I remember being like freshly like 18 or 19 or something, going to the bar back home, which is in the middle of nowhere, and they're like the most expensive drink was €9, and it was a Long Island iced tea. And now on discount, it's $8.50. Your cocktails are now €10. Unbelievable. However, yeah. So I had one cocktail. It was very nice. It was like a martini, but like fancier or something with vanilla. I don't know. It was nice. And then I ended up staying there because some like people will leave and stuff, but I'm very bad at just leaving. Although I didn't really want to because I was having fun. Um, and then one guy who works there, but this time he was not working. He's my classmate. He was like, "You want to you wouldn't mind if there were suddenly shots on the table?" And I was like, "I wouldn't mind. I cannot say no to shots." We ended up the evening with 6 shots, and I only paid one round. Slay, queens, slay, absolutely slay, queens. Um, yeah, that I think it was 6, maybe 5, but I think it was 6. Because truly, like they were closing, and then because he was friends with the people who work there, and like he works there, they just came out with like hair shots. I was like, all right, I guess I'll take it. Then also at the end of the evening, I got free fries because girlie just paid for my fries. I met her that evening. Thank you, love you. What the fuck? Maybe okay. I did tell her that I was like 22 and I didn't have a job, so maybe she was like, poor girl. I'll get you like €3 fries. That's not the point where I was talking about, by the way. I spent 3 minutes talking about something that I avoiding the topic as usual. Oh my god. So what I also had today was actually therapy. I wanna Ugh. Therapy is very good. However, I'm really hoping to never go again. I have the next appointment booked. But I really want to be done with it. Because I was done with it, and then I was so sad. I was like, maybe I should go back. And now I'm stuck in it again. Why did I do this to myself? Why did I do this? Maybe I could also just straight up tell her like I don't want to go to a long therapy session again. I don't want to do that. I don't want to be stuck in that. I want to be done with it. I want to be healthy. For fuck's sake. My parents blame everything on my parents, and then they're like, yeah, but they're just doing what they can do as well. And it's like, girl, I'm solving this generational trauma or issues by myself. Because the whole reason is because they did not show me any emotional support. Now I need to fix that. Now you need, and that's like, oh yeah, I think like opening up and being like emotional and vulnerable is like a small thing. She's like, nah, girly, it's not. What do you mean? It's not. It's terrible. So yeah, But I cannot exactly not go, because otherwise I will be ruining every single relationship in my entire life. Because I'm not emotionally open, emotionally vulnerable. Cannot forever be tweeting on Twitter about my emotions. Actually, need to call somebody. You know what she's. Because she was like, oh, how are you feeling? I was like, okay, so like my previous therapy, we were talking about like, green stage, orange stage, red stage. So I was like, yeah. I was like, yeah, so like usually I'm just in orange, maybe like sometimes like a little bit in red. And then she was like, do you call anybody up? And I was like, why the fuck would I do that? But that's just part of being emotionally vulnerable, I guess. Just calling your friends up and bothering them with your emotional problems. Ooh, yeah. That's also, yeah. Actually, the whole point why I'm filming this again, filming it right now, is because I was filming on TikTok, doing my thing, except half my TikToks are a little bit either music or breakup things. Ooh, so happy. And I was a TikTok of a guy being like, oh, I miss the train, so I miss my class, I'm missing the person, and like missing emotional connection, and missing looking into their eyes and stuff, and I'm like, this hits deep. Because, like, tell me why I walk into my house here, and I'm like, ooh, there's not going to be anybody here. Ooh. Half the time when I would walk into my house, there was not going to be anybody here, because he would just come here in the evening. That being said, the evenings and the mornings are the worst, because I'm like, well, okay, the morning I'm still too tired. I don't mind that too much. The evenings though, that's hard, because like I'll be sitting in my chair, like the desk, and then I'll look over to the couch, and then he's not there. Obviously, I know that he's not there. It's just really weird. And I think also linking back to my emotional vulnerability and stuff, like he is the one who has seen me at my worst so far, because I had a full-on panic attack in front of the man. I've never even had a panic attack. That was the only time I've ever had a panic attack, and I had it in front of the man, and he helped me. So, bless him, But also, not but also, so also, now that he's gone, I'm missing this huge emotional support and like connection in my life, and because I find it so hard to open up to people, I think I'm also missing that. Also, my dog died. That was the other one. So I'm also now thinking like, I don't think there would be anybody right now that if I would suddenly see them, I would run up to them and be like, oh, and like hug them and everything, because that was my dog and that was him. Guess which I both lost. Slay queen. Literally. They're slaying your emotional support. I'm slaying my emotional support away from me. Not my dog though, that was not my fault. He was old. Yeah. So, fun. I may need to go back to long-term therapy, which I really don't want, actually. I genuinely, because I was really happy when, my therapist, my old therapist was like, hey, yeah, I don't think you'll actually need it. I think you're very, very good in life, and I was doing really good in life. You reckon I was doing good in life because I was seeing somebody regularly that I was talking my emotions to? You reckon I don't really tell my friends or like anybody of like my emotions or what I'm feeling, or like I'm depressed today in like detail or something, because I'm like, but that's a therapist work. That I don't want to bother my friends or my partner. What if they, to be fair, okay, it does all stem from, okay, what if I open up and they abandon me? What if I open up and then they'll just not give me the emotional support? Just like they pat me on my head and they're like, okay, girl, bye bye. That's the whole problem. That's my whole problem. I'm so avoidant. And I hate it. I hate it. So, oh, and like, I think I'm really cool. I love myself, but I hate that part with a passion. To the point where I want to cry right now, and I want to kind of hate everything of myself, but I can't because I look really good, and I think I'm pretty cool. But my God, I'm also just like not on the stage yet where I um like realize like, oh, the relationship wasn't good anymore. You know, I don't think we would have lasted in the future. Like, I'm still of the belief that we could have done it if if I had known, if I had known more about myself. Because he was improving, he was going to therapy and stuff. And like, I'm really happy because he's happy and he's doing all of these things. But oh my God. And like, he's living his life. But why the fuck could he not do that with me? I hate how the breakup has been the best thing that has happened to him. I hate it. Absolutely hate it. And I hate how it will be the best thing to me as well. Because look at me, I'm working on myself again. I'm finally realizing my fatal flaw that ruined every single relationship ever. I hate it. I hate it. It's because I didn't want it to be him. No, well, I didn't want it to be him that I would need to break up to realize all these things. I wanted to be him for the rest of my life. If I could picture our wedding, okay? Usually in relationships, when I would be like picturing my wedding, because I want to be married, I want to be in a white wedding dress, I would just. I wouldn't really could manage to see it. And like, I saw him, I knew all the details. Well, okay, maybe not all the details, but like, we had so much lore. We met at a masquerade ball. What the fuck? How is it ever gonna top that? How am I ever gonna be like, oh yeah, you know, I met my future partner at like the grocery store. Yeah, but I met my ex at a masquerade ball. I'm trying to remind myself of things that I didn't like what he was doing, which is very little, because I was truly, truly head over heels in love with him. Um, and there's so much reasoning behind what he did that I can also fully understand it. And I'm like, yeah, I support you. Maybe it's not the healthiest, but I support you. And also, like, that is the person that I fell in love with. I knew what I signed up for. Um, but he did show up to my work high once. Now I live in the Netherlands. That's legal, babes. That's legal. Yeah, that's legal. Um, but yeah, I think I asked him a couple of times. It's like, oh, you want to go to my work? Because first of all, I'm bored. Second of all, it's fun. And he showed up high. It's also really funny how I can recognize whenever he's high, because he will like really long, like stare at you, kind of like a half blank face, but it's like very like, I don't know, like whenever I'm talking, and usually it's, I feel like usually it's a lot more going all around. And his new girl will not know that, because he's stopped smoking. He's sober now. Oh my God. Good for him for staying sober during our breakup. Because I thought that would wreck him. And turns out he's finally got his life together. Like, how will I also ever love anybody else if I know that people's lives just kind of improve if I'm not around? Because also, I have a best friend and we stopped being friends for like a year and a half, and now still, if like she talks about that time, she made like new friends. She went to the party. She did all these things. Now we're friends. We're friends again. And now she's mostly in the house. And like I know that's not really my influence, but it's just kind of like it cements, like it pours into this idea of like, oh, people are better off if I'm not in their lives. And I know it's not true because I'm cool. And I'm sure I also improved lives. Like I've like the hookups, rebounds, situationships, whatever I had from England, both of them were like, oh, you know, like you really helped me or whatever. And it's like, cool, great that I could help you. However, you clearly not helping me. Well, it has made me realize some things, but clearly not helping me. And also, the one that I actually want, yeah, he's better off without me. You know how much it sucks to love somebody, and they're better off without you, and you did it to yourself. You didn't want the relationship to die, but you did because you're mentally ill. And your parents never showed you how to work through these things. Like genuinely, I wish that I had the anxious attachment, because I feel like I would have fucked up less relationships. Now, would I have ever had the guts to leave? No. So I would have still been stuck in like really shitty situations. But I still, like, I have the guts to leave, and then I miss them, and then I want to come back because I realize, like, oh, look at me, and I have nothing going on in my life. Woo! I had a lot of fun yesterday. That was the most fun I've had in a while. Yeah, okay, it did include alcohol, but also I had fun beforehand, honestly, and when I was sober. And I was not feeling shitty about being drunk. When I came home, then I was like, well, I was so drunk, girlies. I was so drunk. Yeah, that happens when you drink 6 shots and your dinner was at like 4 p.m., which you half ate. What was I saying? Yeah, so when I came home, I was sad. And I made like a bunch of tweets. I wasn't even that sad, I was just missing him. I saw him and his girlfriend on Wednesday, I think. Yeah, stabbed me through the heart. I think I already talked about this yesterday. Maybe these video diaries will become less long eventually. Maybe at some point I will forget about them once I get busy in my life. God, it's just a frustrating day today. It's just a really frustrating day today because I know that I need to improve if I want to have like a successful and like rich life. It's just I just want to be good. I just want to be better. I'm just annoyed because I see like I see the mountain that I need to climb. Yeah, so I'm like mentally preparing myself, but I'm very annoyed about needing to climb the fucking mountain because I look over on the other side and they have like a hill. They have like a hill and like all the tools to like get over the hill. I'm in flip-flops. And somebody else is giving me proper shoes. But it's not my parents. God forbid. God forbid. Oh my god. More and more I realize like why I'm the one who moved out like the fastest out of all of my friends. I'm the first one to move out. Back when I was like 19, so I've been living on my own for like 3.5 years now. But more and more I start to realize, because wow, what the fuck did I grow up in? And it's like, growing up, you know, I always said like, oh, you know, it wasn't that bad, because, well, my dad maybe physically hit me once when I was like a small kid. That's also very yikes, by the way. Um, and you know, I had a roof above my head. I had food to eat. You know, I was clean. I was proper. Everything. It's just the mental aspect completely not there, or absolutely negatively affecting it. Like truly, as a kid, they need to tell you more about the different forms of like abuse in a sense, or like the mild cases of abuse, because I wouldn't say I was abused, just criticized heavily. Um, and you know, I was walking on my eggshells and like on eggshells and like no emotional support. So they only show like severe cases of abuse, and I'm like, oh yeah, I wasn't abused. You know, people have it worse. Can't be that bad. And now I'm here. I'm 22. I fucked up my relationship with the one guy that I thought I was gonna marry. And yes, I know it sounds dramatic for a guy that I dated for only 1 year and like 9 months. But hey, that's been my longest relationship. Because I always fuck up every single relationship. You know, like my first girlfriend, when I was 14, we dated for 4 months. And then she broke up with me. And she said, like, yeah, you don't really talk about your emotions, or like you don't really open up or anything. And I was like, oh, I need to like work on that. Like I need to be more open on emotions. I'm 22 and I'm still piecing together the puzzle of like how and why and what. Um, Actually, no, that wasn't even. That made me realize like, oh, people talk about their emotions. Like people in relationships, they talk about their emotions. Because my parents, they never do. They never do. How the fuck are they not going insane? Because clearly I am. God be with me. Please. Okay. Well, probably see y'all tomorrow or whenever.